The same people were studied a decade later, and those who were overweight had a 22% loss of cognitive functions than their slimmer peers. Number 2. Skipping breakfast. A Japanese survey of over 80,000 subjects conducted over a 15-year cycle discovered that individuals who miss breakfast often raise their risk of developing a stroke and high blood pressure. Another research found that children who ate breakfast daily outperformed those who did not. Skipping breakfast decreases blood glucose levels, which harms brain functioning. Number 3. Consuming sugar and junk foods. The consumption of excessive amounts of sugar is associated with many adverse health issues. This equally increases the risk of type 2 diabetes due to obesity. Consuming sugar in large quantities over an extended period of time interferes with the body's capacity to consume protein and nutrients. As a result, brain growth can be hampered due to malnutrition. This occurs because the body does not have enough nutrients in the bloodstream and hence is unable to supply enough nutrients to the brain, suppressing its growth and development. Number 4. Consistent listening to loud music with earphones or headphones. Exposure to loud noise is one of the leading factors in bad habits that directly damage your brain. It only takes about 30 minutes of consistent exposure to loud noise to cause permanent damage to your hearing. Scientists have proved that hearing loss is inevitably linked to cognitive decline. If you are continuously listening to music at a high volume in your earphones or headphones, you should desist from this as it may eventually damage your ears permanently. Hearing damage in elderly adults is linked to neurological disorders such as Alzheimer's disease. Number 5. Dehydration. Water accounts for about 70% of the body's composition. The brain needs enough water to cogitate faster and focus better. Drinking water benefits both your body and brain. When the brain has adequate volume of water, you can think more efficiently, be more concentrated, and experience greater insight and imagination. Water is essential for the delivery of nutrients to the brain and the elimination of toxins. When the brain is properly hydrated, the exchange of nutrients and toxins is more effective, resulting in improved attention and mental alertness. Dehydration has an acute impact on the brain, with researchers claiming that even 2 hours of physical activity without water will induce cognitive loss. Number 6. Excessive alcohol consumption. Alcohol starts to damage a healthy person's brain the minute it enters the bloodstream. Actual brain damage begins when you get addicted over a very long period of time. Alcohol causes chemical imbalances when it is excessively consumed. Most alcoholics become deficient in vitamin B1 and magnesium. Vitamin B1 deficiencies can cause confusion, memory loss, decreased mental alertness, and emotional instability. Prolonged lack of adequate magnesium can lead to depression, disorientation, and irritability. Number 7. Smoking. Smoking is a damaging habit for your brain and other organs in your body. A team of scientists found that chronic smokers experience a decrease in dopamine function in the brain. This drop in dopamine is a factor that leads to addiction and also increases the chance of relapse when trying to quit. The researchers found that when a person quits smoking, dopamine levels normalized, thus showing that low dopamine function is not a precursor to smoking. Doctors have also observed that smokers have a thinner cortex than non-smokers. This part of the brain is essential for memory, language, and perception. Doctors agree that a thinner cortex is connected with mental decline. Quitting smoking will help boost your mental abilities and help you enjoy a healthier life. Number 8. Lack of social integration. Generally, psychologists believe that our brains function best when we have opportunities to socialize with others. The website Psychology Today states that lack of social contact can lead to depression, feelings of loneliness, and even affect our ability to remember things. Children who don't get adequate social contact with their parents and peers are more likely to develop psychosocial problems. In adults, a lack of social integration can lead to forming bad habits like overdrinking and drug abuse. To avoid a lack of social integration, it is important to find ways to socialize with others. For example, the University of Michigan studied how social integration can help boost mental abilities. The researchers reported that even just regularly talking for 10 minutes a day can considerably boost memory and mental performance. Number 9. Sleep deprivation. Sleep deprivation hinders the brain's ability to perform normally. All of us feel much more refreshed when we get a good night's sleep. However, being in the habit of not getting enough sleep can have a damaging effect on the brain. The National Institute of Neurological Disorders and Stroke reported that when we sleep, cellular structures in the brain alter to flush out toxins that have built up during the day. Therefore, to avoid degenerative brain disorders, it is important to always get a good night's sleep. Number 10. Sedentary lifestyle. Our brains thrive on physical activities. Staying sedentary may not seem like such a big deal in the short term, but it actually can lead to cognitive decline, grogginess, fatigue, and low energy. Over a long time, it also leads to anxiety and depression and increases your risk of mortality, cardiovascular diseases, diabetes, obesity, and more. Number 11. Covering the head while sleeping. Oxygen is very essential for normal brain functioning. The less air you inhale, the poorer your brain functions. Sleeping with the head covered leads to increase in concentration of carbon dioxide, and it further reduces the oxygen concentration in the blood. If the oxygen supply is poor, the brain functioning capacity reduces. You may feel suffocated and sleep deprived, leading to fatigue and drowsiness. Number 12. And the last habit that could permanently damage your brain is lack of regular exercise. Exercise makes you more flexible and increases mobility. Without enough exercise, the mobility and brain's power of movement reduces, and decreases stability and motor skills. Studies have shown that exercises help to keep us younger by releasing happy hormones called endorphins. Not just the brain, but exercise strengthens your heart and lungs too. Can a damaged brain recover? Kindly post your comments here. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this channel for more tips on healthy lifestyles. Thank you.